Well, that CFL is going to take a little time to warm up in this cold weather, but it'll get there. It's all right, because right next door to it is, of course, a 300-watt incandescent, but that's not what we're here about. At the tail end of December in 2024, I was contacted by a company to do a review of this Fab Heavy Parts dual piston 2.5 ton car jack. As soon as I saw that, I said, I need to do that review pretty much at any cost. Well, I was none too fond of the process with this, but I decided to go along with it only because this is something that's kind of been on my bucket list to buy for the longest time, and I just never did. Kind of probably because I was sort of waiting for China to send me one. Okay, big deal. So they said, we need you to, sign this contract and send it back to us. And the contract really was nothing more than, you're going to make a video for us that's going to be X amount of minutes in length, between X and Y. And it's going to show the features of the product, show you using the product, tell you thoughts about it. Typical bullshit like that. No big deal. Anyway, I get the jack. Okay? It comes. Everything is all set. I take it out of the box and I make the video. Now, the jack is wonderful. It works perfectly. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Well, almost nothing wrong with it. We'll talk about that in a second. And it has tons of lift on it. The handle is nice and long. It's got dual pistons, so it lifts up the jack real nice and quick. It's got everything that I dreamed of. It is perfect for my needs in every way, shape, and form. And it's low profile, like 3.5 inches or something like that. This jack is awesome. I love the jack. But, of course, we had a small issue. Come to think of it, shouldn't we do a quick montage of that video just so you got an idea? Here's a shortened down version. This is the Fab Heavy Parts 2.5 ton dual piston hydraulic floor jack. Hey, I'm Jay, and I'm going to be telling you about this jack. In the box, you get the manual for it right over here. After that, pretty much, it's a regular floor jack that you've probably seen before. And give it a pump, and that's how much you get out of just one pump of the handle. Let's just take a moment to talk about jack safety. Never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, get under a vehicle that is supported only by the jack. So we can simply just roll the jack into position here, and up goes the car. With this nice long handle, it is absolutely effortless. No problem at all. When the job goes smoothly, it's just a much better day all around. Once again, this was the Fab Heavy Parts 2.5 ton dual piston hydraulic floor jack. This is not a break the bank end of the world issue. Here is the rubber grip on the end of the handle. And when you come to the end of it, yeah, that shouldn't be like that. It's like hard and crunchy, and I can't get this white stuff off. It's got like crust on it, but the rest of it is in fine shape. So basically whatever happened was the China chemicals in this rubber grip interacted with the styrofoam and left that unsightly finished. So I saw that and I said, well, I don't know. Do I want to portray the product like that? So I contacted them. So the first thing you're going to say is, but come on, it's just, who cares? It's a car jack. Nobody's going to see it. Nobody's going to care. anything like that. Who gives a crap about it? Well, here's the thing. If I were to have found this company by accident, found this jack and said, yep, I like this, I'm going to buy it, and it came to me, I would be sending this shit back so fast. If I paid full retail price for this, it must come to me absolutely perfect, because I paid for a brand new perfect product. This is imperfect. And as such, I contacted them. And I was really nice about it. I said, hey, look, got the jack, everything's good with it, except it's got this crap at the end of the handle. And I took some pictures of it, and I decided to send that to them and see what they say. I said, the handle, the grip on the handle is screwed up. I would like to give you the opportunity to correct that. That's all I said. Sent that off. Hours and hours and hours and hours and hours later, because they're on, different cycle than we are, I get an email back and they said, no, we no replace handle. It does not affect functionality of jack. Okay, I get that. That is reasonable. They are right. But still, if I'm making a video with this, do I want other people to see this jack with shit on the end of the handle? I don't think so, and I don't think they do either. I think they want this jack to be portrayed in a professional manner, which I'm going to do, and the jack itself not to be all banged up and scratched up, and it shouldn't be being brand new. Well, that's still a defect in that regard. So the email went back and forth 3 or 4 times. And basically they said, well, I talked to my boss. And then boss said no. Boss said no. Okay, that's fine. So, I edited the video that I made anyway, because the far away shots, you're not going to see the end of the handle. It's just the close-up in the beginning and that, and I could reshoot that if I had to. So, but I don't think it was actually even visible at all. But anyway, I said, well, all right, look, you're going to play fuck around. You can play fuck around. That's perfectly fine. When I edited the video, I realized that I had fucked up. What happened was the company name is Fab Heavy Parts, and I inadvertently misconstrued that for Fab Heavy Products. Slip of the tongue, saw one thing and wrote down another. I don't know what it was. So yeah, I fucked up, and it is the company name, I get that. But I said, to reshoot that, to make for, what's the word I'm looking for? Starts with a C. It's not conducive. Damn. In order to prevent discordancy, we'll put it that way. I wanted to say like congruent or something like that. Contiguous. Something along those lines. Smooth. Okay? So in order to do that, what I would need to do is bring the camera back where I had it, which was right on the outside of the garage door behind me, and just record, and then I would say what I needed to say and dub that audio over the original clip, and the video portion of this new clip would simply be discarded. And then, of course, the same at the end. I would just put the camera where I had it approximately and re-record the outro, and that was it. But I'm like, well, let's see. You're dicking me around about this handle. I can go out there and record this and fix it easily. Or if you really wanted, I could just do a voiceover and it wouldn't sound like it was meant to be, but it would be there. I'd sound better, because the voiceover mic is better, but other than that, you know, that was it. Oh, and another thing with this contract shit that they had, they said, oh, we need the video in 1 week. I said, no, that's not going to happen. Because first of all, you got to ship this here. And if you're saying a week from when I get it, maybe. But here's the problem. We have this thing called winter in the United States. And this white stuff, you probably heard of it in school, called snow. Yeah, so we get that. And we're actually slated to have a winter storm. And I don't know when that's happening. So because of that snow that was coming in, I was in a time crunch. And this came in on New Year's Eve day, December 31st, 2024. And I had to not only do something in the morning, but come back, then make this video and make it perfect. And then it's New Year's Eve, so I got to cook stuff. I got a lot of drinking to do. There's stuff to do. So I said, I need 2 weeks. Oh, well, I don't know, this and that, back and forth a couple more times. And finally they say, okay, 2 weeks. And then the product arrives and they say, it's been a week, where's the video? So I said, check the contract, you ass. We both signed it. And we agreed upon 2 weeks. So they were unreasonable. So I posted the video, and it said Fab Heavy Products instead of Fab Heavy Parts. As far as I'm concerned, I don't give a shit. It's the same thing. Nobody's going to listen to it. Nobody's going to listen to the brand name. The video title said Fab Heavy Parts. The link in the prescription said that. The website link, everything else was there. When they click on it, parts, products, same shit. Who cares? You know, if they even thought they heard products instead of parts. Like, who really gives a shit in the grand scheme of things? It's a fucking car jack, right? And they give me all this fucking hell. And then they email me and they say, oh, no, you post a video and you say Fab Heavy product and not Fab Heavy pot. You have to edit video, put back up. So I said, right, but you also didn't want to replace the handle. If you would have replaced the handle, I would have been happy too. An imperfect product gets an imperfect video. Hey, just jumping in here, I forgot to mention something. I got a copyright match on YouTube, but not the kind where they say, oh, you stole somebody else's stuff. This is one of those that said, somebody stole your stuff. So I looked at it, and it was Fat Heavy Products. I think we'll call it that. Yeah, it was them. What they did was they took my video and they re-edited it, and they left out the beginning part, which had not only the name of the product, which was incorrect, and what the product was, but it also had my little introduction. Hi, I'm Jay. I'm going to tell you about this jack. They cut that out also. And they cut the video down in spots for stuff they didn't like. And they deliberately also left out this section that I did for, what was it, a minute and a half or so on jack safety. I thought that was really interesting because you want people to be safe using your products. But no, let's leave that out of the video entirely. And they cut it up as they did. And they had the right to, as per the contract. And I'm okay with that. That's all fine. And what they did is they uploaded that and put it on their own YouTube channel. And didn't give me credit. Motherfuckers. But hey, I got a nice jack. Yep. The jack itself is perfect. It works. Everything's all good. I love it. I'm going to be using it plenty. But the customer service was simply not there. We're talking about, what does this rubber piece cost? 25 cents to manufacture on the outside? 25 cents to manufacture the fucking thing. What does it actually cost? Next to nothing. Now, is it maybe an inventoried part that they can get separate and ship? I don't see why they can't. There wouldn't just be one that vanishes. There's some that are made that are imperfect. Put that on somebody else's jack and ship that out as if it's new, and maybe they won't care or they won't notice. That's all there is to it. Or if you really want, have me send this back to China via UPS for $200. That happened once. And then you can send me a replacement. Or the best thing, which is what most of these companies do when there's a problem, is they just send you a whole fucking new one. The entire thing, entire new product, new box, new everything. They just replace the entire fucking thing. Because again, the parts aren't separately inventoried like that. Now, it's a $250 jack, so I don't really expect that. Send me a handle. Yeah, I'll send this back. I don't care. Pay the shipping. I'll send it back. Put it in somebody else's box. Somebody who's not going to care. But if I bought this thing, it would have gone back so fast. I would have given them the opportunity to correct it first, of course. But after that, I would have just returned the fucking thing and bought another one. And then, there goes the environment. Because we're shipping a big, heavy jack. What does this thing weigh? Like 70 pounds? Something like that? It's not lightweight. This is good stuff. For me, it's really good. Especially because I don't have one. But it's a lot better than nothing. So, I'm not sure how that works. But yeah, otherwise it's a nice jack. But the customer service wasn't there. So what happens if I'm lifting up 4,000 pounds instead of 5,000 and the jack goes and everything bends within a month of my buying it? And I sent him a picture and said, the jack broke. Are they going to start pissing and moaning about, oh, you lifted up more than 5,000 pounds, not rated for that? What if the handle snapped in half? You know? What if it just snapped in half? You know, if you're gonna fight with me, then I don't want to do business with you. So the end result was I didn't end up fixing the video. I say Fab Heavy Products. It's Fab Heavy Parts. Nobody cares. I fucked up. But they fucked up worse by not offering customer service. There you go. There's a lesson. So, if you want an absolutely perfect jack, do not buy a Fab Heavy Parts jack. So there's your video that you get now for giving me shit customer service. Otherwise, it's a great jack, and I love it, and it really does hold up to all the claims they said. With the dual piston and that, it pumps up quick. It really is quite nice, and I do like the jack. But hey, look, if it collapses and you end up dying, well, I guess I don't have to worry about customer service then. Well, they end up winning. The companies always do. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Thanks so much for watching. Link in the description to the original review video on this jack. That's going to do it for now. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, ring the bell for Arby's, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Well, feller begs his part after all that. It turns out that was just like some snot at the end of it. But still, it taught them a lesson